Okay, what we got here is a quick tutorial on how to hook up a sand pinball machine. So basically coils are on the right, and then I'm throwing these switches and the lamps on the left, and also the power cables also on the left for auxiliary power for 12 volts and 6 volts. Basically everything underneath the playfield for that. So basically I probably should have covered the wires up first and get them all correctly aligned, but as long as you know which wires you need, you should be fine. So just keep on pulling them through. Now we got my lamp ones, I got my GIs through. And then once you get all those on, now you need to connect your cabinet cables. So there are 5 cabinet cables. There they are. So you got your switches, you got your GIs for the coin door, switches for the coin door, switches for the flippers. There are 5 total, and they can only go in one way, so you don't have to worry about it. And all the connectors are different, so you can't connect any wrong cable into each other. But of course, just match up colors as well, and then make sure you find them all. Now, in this case, it's just my insert lights for the start button I'm looking for. There it is. And then once all those are connected, then we can move up and go on to the power board. So I usually start with the big power cable first. So I usually start all the way on top now. Just lightly, I don't push them all the way in to begin with. I just connect them all, and then once I have them all together, then I fully reseat them. So here I start at the top, connect that big power cable, and then I work my way down from there. So if you're a little taller, you can reach get easier to reach, but I'm pretty short. So and just cable management as you go along. Cables will naturally just go where they're supposed to because they are tied correctly, and it should just be all natural. You shouldn't have to force or drag anything or any high tension on these wires. So just keep on going one by one. Like I said, I don't push them all the way in. I just lightly push them, and then once they're all in, then I go through it all and make sure everything lines up and is perfect. And all these are pinned as well, so they are keyed. So it is really hard to put it in wrong. I would say that this one connector in particular I just connected, you can, if you miss, you can be a pin off on that one. But so just be careful and take your time sometimes and make sure all the pins are lined up correctly. And now it's just, once you get your first couple, then it's pretty much process of elimination, making sure you have them all. So like I said, everything should naturally just line up. So get it where it's supposed to be, and then you can kind of do a little cable management at the end. So here I'm hooking up all the coil cables. It should all go to the power board, and then also this. There's the final remaining switches for the CPU board. And of course, just be careful with the cables. Don't want to get hung up on anything. So if you pull, just make sure they're not hung up on anything. Don't want to pull any wires out. And then here we go, just one by one again. It just all falls right in because it's properly cable tied, and it's easy to follow essentially. I didn't quite finish the video here, I guess. I think the battery ran out, or memory ran out. But if we go back real quick, that was essentially everything. So the last couple things that the video didn't show was hooking up the I/O board to the CPU board here with the ribbon cable, and then hooking up the ribbon cable for the display here. And then finally, there is a speaker cable right in here. So depending what kind of game you have, there's different speaker cables for that. But I just clip mine and just wire tie it in. Other than that, after this game was ready to boot up and plays instantly. There was no software updates because it has a new CPU pre-programmed. So that is really about it. I will say it does help to have a second guy because the playfields are heavy. So, and the playfield just literally lifts up. So once it's all the cables are gone, playfield just lift right up and out. Other than that, it's fairly easy for me. I've done it so many times, but the first time you just take your time and make sure all the connection is good. It also helps to take a picture of exactly which wires go where. So once you feel like you've completed it all, just double confirm your picture, make sure all the wires are in the right spot, and you should be good to go. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me and we can kind of go from there. Thank you.